Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived two brothers named Basit and Mustafa. They lived together in a small hut with their mother, Khadija. Life became unbearable ever since their father passed away, and they had to work so hard with their mother to make a living. One day, Basit was on his way to the farm when he saw two boys harassing an old man. They tried to steal his money. When Basit helped the old man retrieve his money back after giving them the beating of their lives, the old man thanked him for not letting the boys steal his money away. The next day, the old man offered Basit a job at his farm. After working, the old man gave him some food and water and also paid him handsomely. Basit was shocked because the old man paid him more than what they agreed on. He tried to return the extra, but the old man refused and told him that it was for helping him retrieve his money from the bad boys the other day. Basit was happy and thankful, and out of excitement, he told his mother and brother, and they were all grateful to God and to the old man. This happened so many times, and since then, Basit and the old man became more like father and son. Many months later, the old man fell sick. Basit was worried. He tried all he could to save him, but the old man told him not to worry, for it was time to join his ancestors. But that never stopped Basit from helping him recover. He invited many herbalists to help treat and cure the old man. They did all they could, but all to no avail. Few days later, the old man passed away. But before his demise, he willed all his money and properties to Basit for being the good and caring son he never had. At first, Basit refused to accept it and asked him to will his properties to his children. But he was shocked when the old man told him that he had no wife, let alone a son or children. He further told him that his wife died many years ago along with their daughter while giving birth to her, and since then he had refused to remarry because of the love he had for his wife. Basit couldn't hold back his tears, and the old man passed away. And since then, life became easier for Basit, his mother and brother. Basit became the breadwinner of the family, and his brother Mustafa became jealous and envy of him, wishing to have everything his brother has. Many months after, Basit met a beautiful girl named Sekinat, whom he loved so much. After some weeks, he proposed marriage to her, and she agreed to marry him. After the wedding, she moved in with him, and weeks later, Basit invited his mother and brother to his house and lived together as one big happy family. Mustafa and their mother were so happy, and the next day they packed up their things and started living together. Life was sweet and good for them all. Their mother, Khadija, was happy to see her children happy after so many years of hardship. They were all happy together. till one day, Mustafa's envy became worse than before as he began to develop feelings for his brother's wife, Sekinat. Mustafa and Sekinat started meeting and seeing each other secretly for so many months. One day, Basit saw his wife and brother kissing in a garden. He confronted them, and Mustafa told him that he had loved Sekinat for a very long time, even before he married her. Basit was so heartbroken, for he never thought his own brother could do such a thing to him. Their mother, Khadija, was so disappointed and ashamed to call Mustafa her son. Few weeks later, Basit divorced his wife Sekinat and asked them to leave his house. Some weeks after, Mustafa and Sekinat got married and started living as husband and wife. 2 months after their wedding, things began to change. Mustafa's business, which his brother established for him, began to crumble to the ground. Mustafa and Sekinat quarreled almost every day over little things, and they find it very hard to talk to each other without argument and ends up fighting and breaking things in the house. One night, Mustafa came back home after a hectic day at the shop when he bumped into a man making love to his wife Sekinat on their matrimonial bed. He was shocked and could not believe his eyes. He confronted her, but she wasn't removed of what she did. Instead, she told him that she never loved him or his brother Basit, that she was only after the money, and besides, that she can't stick with one man all because of love. Then Mustafa realized his mistakes and how badly he treated his only brother out of envy and jealousy. Mustafa later divorced his wife Sekinat and threw her out of his house and went back to his brother to ask for his forgiveness. He told them all that happened and how stupid he was for letting envy and jealousy took the best part of him, and for trying to have all that his brother has. After the apology, Basit forgave his brother Mustafa, and they promised never to separate again. They later remarried to decent women from a well background, and they all lived happily ever after.